Hey guys, back with another one. I told you I would be back. Let me check the connection so I can make sure that it's coming in clear. Should be already loaded. Hold a second. Hold up, wait a minute. Let me put some pimping in it. Okay, it looks like it appears to be coming in clear. If it's not, I will definitely switch up the connection. These ninjas is crazy. I mean, these ninjas is crazy. Stop. It says it's why he's capping, though. Let me take down the video first so I can read these comments. Because I can't. Sometimes when I put that video up, it like highlights in a bad way the comments and I can't see it. Hello, Teresa. Hello, Buttercup. Hey, Stacy. Hey, Sandra. Hey, Cyrus. Salute to you as well, sweetie. Listen, before I start this video, we about to listen to a video. It's quite long. I want to say shout out per usual to Blue Rock TV. He always comes through and delivers with his content. You know, I can't wait till he's full time on his YouTube channel. He's always coming up with great fair interviews. Hey April, hey P, is this live or premiere? This is live. But he does excellent lives. He's very fair. But honey, make sure y'all hit that like button. Let's hit the like button now. I deserve a like for this mess that I'm about to share with you because honey, I was unaware of this interview. And I'm almost 24 hours behind because I had found out about this live interview like 15 hours when it was 15 hours already uploaded to the channel. And then I wasn't going to go live into 6. So, you know, it's like about 24 hours now and I'm just bringing the tea. But I couldn't believe. See, a lot of people when they look at these live streams, if they come in the beginning, the middle, or the end, they might not stay to the whole thing. So sometimes you don't see everything. You feel what I'm saying to you? But Hunty, we about to expose the exposed. This is crazy. These people are wilding out here in these streets. And Chrisean Rock and Blueface aren't even here in the flesh. They're not even free. Their freedom has not even been given back to them. And they're just doing the most. Make sure you all hit that like button. And to the people on my second channel, holla. And make sure you also subscribe to my second channel. You know, SL Davis Social Media News. Make sure you subscribe. You know it's my second channel because it has less than 6,000 subscribers. Um, you know, versus my larger channel. So make sure you subscribe to both channels. So let's get into this because this is quite a long interview. And credits go to Blue Rock TV. The top of the description box of this video has his link to go subscribe to his YouTube channel. I know you guys are used to seeing him on IG majority of the time, but he does have a YouTube channel. Also by default, where I have all the listed people that I'm subscribed to, I also have them there at the bottom by default. Blue Rock TV is also in that listing at the bottom of the description of every video I put up. So if for some reason you skim through the top and you can't find it, which is like the third line, honey, it's definitely in the description of this video and by default all my videos. I don't care if I'm doing content on nothing that has to do with Blueface or Chrisean Rock or the circus. By default, I have certain channel holders that I have their YouTube handles in my description box so you guys can go subscribe and support the channels.
Perfect. So I guess we should start with a bit of an introduction. I guess we'll start to the left. Shantae, do you want to go ahead and quickly introduce yourself? Who are you?
My name is Shantae. Shantae Neely. I'm from the Bay Area. The reason that I am a Chrisean fan is because in 2016 I lost my 17-year-old to gun violence, and I had never heard anybody else that had the same name as him, which is Chrisean. So it attracted me. I started watching her, learning about her, and then just the trials and tribulations that she went through. So I'm not an obsessed fan, but I'm a fan. I love her. I love Blue, love Junior, and that's it.
My condolences and thank you for sharing that. Helping us understand a bit of how you connect with Krishan and why you're
How
here
you're so
right
obsessed.
now. Jazzy, what's
Hello.
poppin'?
Hello. I'm Jazz. I'm a Chrisean and Blueface support.
Now we're gonna have to bear a little bit with Jasmine or Jazzy, whatever the name is, because her reception or something speaker is not quite working all that well, so she's going in and out. That is not my recording, and you'll hear them kind of sort of talk, here and there when she's talking and letting her know, fix that.
Supporter. Um, I love both of them, whether they're
I
together or
love both
apart.
of them.
Um,
Love's a strong
I
word.
think that's it.
All right, cool. So, I think some people, if you don't know yet, are probably wondering what's going on tonight. Why are we here? And I think I should probably start off by letting you guys know that these two they went to the Blueface courthouse yesterday, right? For
Hey,
Blueface's court.
Buttercup.
You know,
Yes.
they showed up there, and I guess some things went down, some things were said online afterwards, and they're kind of here to speak their truth about that. And here at Blue Rock, we give the people the opportunity to speak their truth, right? So we're gonna review that. We're gonna find out what happened at the courthouse. We're gonna find out who the guests met and who they spoke with, right? Because we do know
Lot of
some people
drama
like
going
Carissa,
on.
for example, was there. So it's good to know, what opportunities you had when speaking with her. And then we're gonna discuss what happened after the courthouse, right? Tia Latrice, was there anything that I probably missed?
No, I think that's good. I think that was the premise of everything.
Yes, that is
And just
correct.
wanted to make sure that they wanted to get, make their voices heard, and I think this is it for them.
Thank you.
Exactly. And we definitely appreciate y'all being here. I do want to take a moment and shout out some people in the chat, like Fabulous. What's up? What's up? That's one of our moderators doing a hella job. So
Hey,
Hey,
how you
watch out.
doing?
Right. And then we got Shanice or Chantrice or Woods. Like,
Chantrice,
there you
Chantrice.
go. There you go.
Hello.
Unique and blessed. What's up? Some
that's my
sorry for your
daughter.
loss there.
Hello, everyone.
Then we got some free the porters for sure, for sure. We got Love and War holding it down. Thank you. And don't forget, yes, you guys run up the like. So if you haven't
Yes,
liked the video
yes,
yet,
yes.
go ahead
Look,
and
they know
run that
my
up.
area before I didn't even say where I was from. They knew where I was from.
That's that
Right?
accent.
They be listening. And then Michelle Bradshaw, what's up? What's up? All right. So let's take a moment here to get into this, right? So now I guess for some people they're kind of wondering, how did you guys end up at the courthouse? Like, whose idea was it? What brought you there? Was it just for you being there? Now you don't really need to share anything that might be like overly sharing, but maybe just give the viewers an idea of like kind of how you guys got down there.
Cause I'm an obsessed
Well,
fan.
me and Shantae are in a group, and we all support Chrisean. And so we were talking, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm going to Cali, LA, to go school shopping and stuff like that." And I was like, "I'm gonna come." I was joking. I was like, "I'm gonna come." And she said, "Come on." I was like, "For real?" She was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Don't say it. I kept the flight. It ain't nothing." So she was like, "Yeah, come." And I
Fanned out. She
said, "Okay."
fanned
And I
out.
jumped on the plane and I came. And we was in LA, and we was like, "Let's go to court." We went to court.
All right. So it sounded like just a good old girls trip to LA, and then Blueface's courts around the same time. So hey, why not just make it all kind of worth it,
Maybe I'll
right?
run into
Right. So,
Blueface. He'll be
Did you
my
want to
man
add to
next.
that,
so
Shante?
it was basically a family. It was Jazzy came with us, but I had my kids, my husband, all of us. We went because every year I take my kids school shopping in LA every year. That's a faithful thing we always do. So, but when I met these group of ladies and then I met Jazzy, I like Jazzy. So I'm like, come, I'm getting an Airbnb. Come. And then we can we go to the court date. We
Say it
wanted to
again.
base.
Say it again. We was in an Airbnb, not in no
We had,
motel.
no, I don't do hotels. I don't do motels. I do Airbnbs. So we got an Airbnb, we went out, we enjoyed ourselves, and then we were like, we're gonna go to court. We went to support Blue and Chrisean. It wasn't no crazy fan stuff. We went to court. I'm gonna let you finish, Jazzy. Go ahead, let you finish.
Yeah, but Jazzy's
Don't
mic
take
ain't
over.
working.
Yes, we wanted to. We was just having a good time, and was
Thank
like they
you,
said that we were delusional, but somebody who
Francine.
you're supporting all the time and liking their stuff, why would
Hey,
if you had a chance
JT.
to meet them, why not go? Why not? Like it was just a one night. Like we just went. We didn't know that everything had transpired where they canceled court or whatever or rescheduled court. We didn't know that. We was just like, hey, let's go.
Yeah,
So
no, exactly. So that's kind of clear, for one, it was kind of a pattern, a yearly thing that happens, and then in the next sense, it's
We're
Blueface's
live,
court date, and it
Jen.
just happens to be around the same time y'all gonna be there, right? So it's part of the plan. It's part of something that was there, right? Now, here's what we're I think the viewers are also really interested in. So now you made the plan, you got there, y'all all dressed to impress, you're doing your thing, you get at the courthouse.
Now y'all hang on to yourself. And make sure y'all hit that like, and that dislike is welcome as well. Because, honey, it's about to get juicy. I didn't even know how juicy it was going to get. This all came to a surprise to me.
What was it like when you first got to the
Hey,
courthouse? Did you
Rosen.
notice anybody there? Was it completely
when we
nobody?
got to the
All right, Jen.
courthouse, the first person we saw was Denai. Denai was there. But we were confused because nobody else was there. Like, we didn't see nobody. So we was like, oh, everybody at. So then we went
Sorry,
to
Jazzy, your voice is kind of cutting in and out there. Just give you a heads up, okay?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So when we got there, we saw Denai. And when we got upstairs, like there was nobody else. So it was like, okay, where is everybody else? So then we went to go speak to the bailiff and asked the bailiff like, what time court was starting, and
Girl, get
he
your
basically
speakers
told us
together.
that they didn't check in yet, and Jonathan hadn't been brought from the jail, but he didn't have no other updates. So we thinking, okay, well maybe a little later because the bailiff didn't even know. Like, all he knew that they didn't have an update of like them checking in that he wasn't
Jazz,
there.
Your phone's breaking,
yeah,
Jazzy.
your phone is breaking up really bad, Jazzy.
Okay, I might need to go inside.
Yeah, you need to. Do something, girl. Don't mess up the interview now.
You want me to take over while you're going in?
Yeah, go ahead.
So basically, when we got there, there was nobody there. We went ahead. I asked the bailiff. I asked the bailiff. I'm like, does Jonathan Porter have court? He said yes, but he's not here. They're not bringing him. They haven't brought him yet, but he's scheduled for court. So when we came out of the courtroom, we came and sat back down. And of course, what is his name? Donat. I don't even know the man. Donat. He was like, "Are you guys T-Page?" We were like, "No, we're not T-Pages. We're not. No, we don't do none of that." So he's like, "Well, do you know this is going to be an all day thing because they haven't brought him out yet?" So we're like, "Oh, okay, that's fine." So we went ahead. We sat around for a little bit. Then the next thing we see, the elevator opens in. Papa Blue walks in. He walks in. He looks around. He leaves. Nothing said. Nothing else. He walks out. So I'm like, "Oh, maybe it's not going to be court." So we go ahead and we go downstairs.
If you can't hear the video, put a Y in the chat. Put a Y in the chat. You should be able to hear it.
I go to the criminal part. I asked them, I'm like, "Is there court?" They said, "Yes, there's court today." So we just waited around. Jazzy's phone started dying. So we walked across the street and to get a charger. Passing time. As we're walking back, we meet a wonderful gentleman. Jazzy, go ahead.
We met Mr. Harvey. Um, he was
Who's
so
Who's
Mr.
that?
nice.
Harvey? You guys got to tell us who Mr.
Oh,
Harvey
Oh,
is.
okay.
Mr. Harvey is Carissa's father.
Thank you.
So
Oh,
he asked
Carlissa's father was there,
about
guys.
court, and he was like, "We don't know." And we puzzled, like, okay. And he was like, "Can you answer me this question?" He was like, "Do you know why we don't know that's going?" And I'm like, "No, sir. Like, I don't know." And I was like,
Why are they letting? I know the girl got a lot of information from what happened inside the court, but girl, get your audio fix. And you're talking more than the other lady that you came with to the courthouse, but it don't make no sense to have the gift of gab and to be able to tell an accurate story if we can't hear you clearly, woman.
"Have you talked to his team?"
She's
I was like,
breaking
"No, I
up.
haven't talked to them. Like, we should know what's going on." And I was like, "You're right." I was like, "But I don't know, like, what's going on." So we walked up with him, and we continued to talk. We was talking about, just like life,
She's in and out.
like putting yourself in positions. And he told us about like what he did, and like how he been doing this for 30 years, like the different programs that he has helped, and like how he went to the Supreme Court. Like he was just educating us on exactly what he does and how he works to help people not get railroaded in jail, and how he just out to help the youth. Basically, he was like, because at the end of the day, it's not about us, it's
He
about our
wasn't there for
children.
Dre,
He was like, there are kids involved. He was
the
like, y'all
grandfather.
support the
Yeah.
parents. He was like, but who's supporting the children? And I was like, you're right. Like, you're absolutely right. Like, a lot of times we only thinking about the adults. They're grown. They can take care of themselves. He was like, but what about the children? So
Want me to take over for a minute?
it's
Yeah,
better now.
please do.
Yes, I'll take over for a second. So as we're walking back into court, when we go into court this time, we come back in and we go upstairs. As we walk in, Miss Carissa's sitting down, her father, two young ladies, and another, I think a blogger. She walks in.
Y'all
She
stay
walks up to
tuned.
Miss
It's
Carlissa,
gonna
speaks
get
to Miss
hot.
Carlissa, telling her everything she likes. And I did. When you come to court, you're supposed to come to court
Piping hot tea.
professional. Dress, act accordingly, all the above. So I said, who would come to court in pajamas? As she's going to the elevator, she was like, it's a bad word. Am I allowed to say that?
Wait. Hold on. Let's back up for a
She
second.
said,
I think I
"Hold
fell
up
into
now."
the comments a little too much there.
Okay.
But okay. So I just want to clarify who are we talking about right now?
Okay, so let me back up. So Jazzy, she was talking about Mr. Harvey. So
Yeah.
by that time, we're walking back in. We're going back into court. He leaves first ahead of us. We come behind him. So he goes up. We come up. As we get upstairs on the floor, there's more people there now. There's Miss Carlissa, her father, two other girls,
People are so petty.
and her who is it? A cameraman.
Yeah, that was her
Okay.
cameraman.
Her cameraman, and then there was a blogger that was there.
Well, can I ask? Do you
Yes.
guys know? Was the two other girls, were they with Carlissa, or were they
No,
just ran? Were they there for the case specifically, or they were there for something else?
I think they were there for the case because after a while they left and we never saw them again. But I personally don't know. It was some young girls.
Yeah,
They
we don't
were-
know them.
We don't know who they were.
Okay.
Okay. So at this point, let's figure this out. So you guys arrived at the courtroom roughly around what time would you say?
8:30.
Oh, yes.
8:30. And when you start seeing all these people about when you reach back upstairs, what time would you say that was around?
Like 9ish. Because
So around 9ish, people are still kind of wandering, kind of figuring out what's going on. Nobody really knows what's going on yet.
nobody knows what's going on.
Right.
Nobody has a clue what's going on.
All right, so you guys
Nobody.
get up there, you see all this. Now, what happened next?
The lady, so y'all remember, I'm not racist, but I don't know how else to describe her. She's a Spanish lady that had the hose made on
I'm
with
not racist.
Jaidyn's picture on it last court date.
Yeah, I recall who you were speaking about.
I don't know her name. I don't know who she is, but it was her. She was the one who had the pajamas on.
But so what's crazy is when I didn't say it even loud. I just like, who would wear pajamas to court? That's it. So when she walked in the elevator, she was like, They're expensive. So she went in the elevator and went on down. As we're sitting, we're still there
Bunch
sitting.
of nonsense.
Papa Blue comes in. Papa Blue looks around. He leaves. Basically, nobody knew nothing. Everybody was just sitting on pins and needles waiting for court to start. Nothing happened.
And just
They
to be
know
clear,
no
I
more
think
than
because a
we
lot of
know
people are wondering. So at
on the
this point, it's like
outside.
nobody who was there obviously knew what was going on.
No.
No, not
I'm
us,
not too
not
sure yet,
not
Teresa.
nobody knew. Because at this point, we're thinking it's court and it's just like bound over a little bit later.
All right. So now, just to clarify as well, when that person, you know, owned the pajama or whatever it was that you said was being worn, that was the only exchange amongst y'all?
No.
No.
No. Okay. So let's continue the story. So there was that little exchange that was in the elevator before y'all got into the elevator. Did you all get into the elevator together? Was that when you got upstairs?
No,
I'm just trying to make sure.
No.
We were sitting down. We had made it upstairs and we were sitting down.
Okay.
Mhm.
So y'all upstairs, you guys are looking around, you know, you're kind of making some comments here and there. People are obviously listening very closely to what you're saying, right?
Correct.
So they overhear something that you turn around to kind of privately say to the person next to you, right?
Right.
And then they proceeded to say what they said to you by, you know, I guess owning what they're wearing and yeah. Okay, cool. So I think I'm following. What happens next?
So we sitting around, and then we go downstairs. We go on the second floor to see if they could give us some information because the bailiff clearly doesn't know what's going on. So we go to the second floor for the criminal records to see if they know if it was a continuance or something like that. So we go downstairs, we speak to them, and they said that we just have to go back upstairs because they don't have anything, but it just shows that he has court today. That's all it shows.
That don't make no
So we
sense.
go back upstairs and we start sitting
That's the
down,
courts for you.
and basically we just sitting there waiting. So it was around maybe 10:30, 11. Then Blueface lawyer comes in. So I'm like, okay, well, there go the lawyer. So maybe, you know,
So
something
at
about
this
to
point, the
happen.
lawyer's showing up. So you're thinking, all right,
Yeah,
it's
like,
happening. Something's happening, right?
yeah, we like, okay, the lawyer here, like, something about to happen. But then we still think it's weird because there's nobody else from his team there. Like, no, there's nobody else from the team there. So that was
So when
kind
you
of
say
weird.
nobody from the team, I guess at this point you were expecting maybe Bodine, Wack,
Yeah,
like
Wack, Tiny,
Jaidyn.
Bravo.
Right.
some of the people that perhaps
Nobody
showed
was
up
there.
last time, right?
Nobody was
Nobody.
there, but
Jaidyn
go
wasn't
ahead.
there.
Nobody.
Nobody's
there.
Nobody's there but grandfather, Carissa, and her cameraman. And the grandfather basically asked us, like, why doesn't the mother know what's going on? We're like, we can't answer that for you, sir. We don't know. We know just as much as you.
He was really frustrated and he flew in. So like, this is what I thought was weird, you guys. Like last court date,
That's
they made
crazy.
sure
He flew
Carissa
in
and
they pushed the date back.
and Captain with for likes. They made sure all of them knew what time to be there and when it was going on. So why didn't they let these people know this day? You know what I'm saying? So that's what made it. That was the only.
So these two fans believe that Chrisean was set up. So that's why you just heard us say, why the last time Captain for likes all these people that was down with the arrest, why were they you know, told about the court date, but not this time? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they really feel these two fans, in my opinion, like alongside with a lot of other people, that Chrisean was set up, and that's how she got arrested.
Of action
Beside her
that was
having
like,
warrants, she was set
what's
up.
going on? Like, y'all let these people know what was going on last time because it did y'all really know that Chrisean was going to get locked up? Because why you made sure all these people was here for support, now all of a sudden now they don't know what's going on.
A lot
right?
of people believe
and
that.
that's kind of, you know, it's kind of questionable, right? It makes people wonder, you know,
been that
you know, is
judge,
this
though,
the group
too.
that's really, you know, out and don't know what's going on, or what was that really about?
Can I comment to Michelle? Carissa didn't know what was going on because even she told us that people were saying that because they didn't want people to show up. So she did not know that it had changed last week. She did not know that it changed last week. She said in front of us that was it was going to be that day. Like she was like, maybe they're going to do it after lunch. Like she
Okay.
didn't know what was going on.
So
Denat
speak.
didn't know. Nobody knew.
Even
So
the night even came back at 1:30.
Because he thought it was court, but everybody was gone. It was over with.
so when
They
did
already had.
when did people start leaving? When would you say that was around?
The lady who we had the comment with, she left when she was leaving. Then oh, we forgot about that part. Like a
No,
few minutes
after she
after.
found out that there was no court, she left and went. She's like, she walked over to Carissa and told Carissa she loved her, blah blah whatever.
But
Carissa
we
said,
waited a few minutes, and when we walked outside, that's when y'all got into it again. Remember?
yeah. So we walked downstairs, because like just to get, because we're thinking it's gonna be some afternoon court. So we go downstairs. I'm like, who are you talking to? She was like, you, and I'm like,
Ooh.
talk for what? I said, who are you talking to? And I was like, you're doing the best thing you should do. Stay over there. And I did make a comment. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna own up to it. I said it because she was being very rude. She called us rock tards. So I'm being very honest. I said, well, I thought you
I was
were
just
Jaidyn and
talking about
Alexis
that
because you guys are
word
safe to say.
yesterday.
Oh man.
So I went back at her, and then it went from there. That was it, and that's all. We walked away. We walked away, and that was it. Nothing else was said. But then she recorded my outfit, and I told her, I said, what you should do is tell them I got on Fendi sandals. I'm carrying a Fendi bag when you tell them something. So what she did is she went into my page. She posted an old picture of me from 2 years ago when I was on vacation in Miami, Florida, and another picture of me with, because I'm an owner of basketball teams. You
How has this got to do with supporting you being fans, both of y'all? Supporting Chrisean Rock, you managed to go to court and get into smoke. How was that being a support system? Come on now. This is so not
basketball
adult
at
like.
risk. She posted a picture of me in a $9 sweatsuit at a basketball game. Okay. That, where did that come from?
Right,
You're
exactly,
you're you're
Buttercup.
judging us because you're saying we're rock tards, we're at the courthouse. But what you should have stayed around and learned that we had an hour conversation with Carissa. And my husband sat with Mr.
Yeah,
Henry
and then she
for hardly
crossed you the
for what
next
hour?
day on
For an
live
hour and talked good conversation. It was a really good,
or that
it
night.
was a really good conversation. No mess, no arguments, none of that.
All right, let's go back to that for a second. So those conversations, was that before or after this altercation?
After.
After.
All right, cool. So y'all had this altercation, so you guys exchanged words. It obviously does
People
not
are
sound like,
crazy.
either party was really being polite at any given point at that time, right? And
Correct. Correct.
maybe reasonably so, right?
I could have
Um,
bit my tongue. Yes, not said anything. You're right.
Right,
y'all trying
exactly.
to wild out in front of the courthouse. I don't know what to tell you, but it is what it is, right?
Hmm.
These
Luckily,
are her
just some words were
fans,
exchanged and
guys.
whatnot, and nothing too
Make
serious,
sure y'all
right?
hit that like
Now,
button.
what
Dislikes
was
are
that like
welcome.
though? Because you guys were there for one particular reason, just to kind of see the update, to see what's going on. Obviously, you made a comment to your I would say friend, or right, if that's fair to say. You
Hmm.
made a comment to Jazzy there, and you know, I don't think you were purposely trying to be rude to anybody. You were just making a comment.
You know how we are when we
You
see
know how it goes
somebody.
sometimes.
Yeah,
You
you
know
know,
how it
you be
goes
like, girl,
sometimes.
you see what she got on?
Listen, I know with my sisters, when I went to the club with them and stuff, them their friends would always be standing up in the corner somewhere talking some kind of. I'm just being honest. That's just how it is. Sometimes you just make a quick comment, you have a little joke with it. It's kind of harmless when you're not really trying to do it in front of anybody's face. Kind of,
Right,
right?
right.
It is what it is. She overheard it. She felt, I guess, offended, and then that's kind of why things probably happened the way they happened, right? Um,
So
that's what I would assume. But
right, right.
am I
And then
missing
it didn't go
something?
no further. Yeah, it didn't
Okay.
go no further than that. It was a couple words. We walked on and went on about our business, went and got some water and
This
stuff,
is
and then
Chrisean
went on about our
Rock's
business. But
fans,
I want to clarify one thing.
and
I
they
Yeah.
don't
older.
dislike Jaidyn. I'm gonna be honest. If I'm allowed to say this, I don't dislike her. I just don't like the separation because we don't know these people in real life. We really don't. All
You
we
don't know
know of
Chrisean
what
either
they
in real
say,
life.
who says, whatever says. So at that moment, I was offended. I was mad. You said something, called us rock tards. I'm 56, number one. I have kids probably her age. So I did. I bit below the belt. I was wrong, and I admit that. But this has been an ongoing thing. It's with everybody, and we haven't been in the picture because
Well,
we
you
go to
put
court this
yourself
day, so we're
in the
picked
picture.
and showed, and pictures put up on us and of my kids. It's ridiculous.
I just want to clarify. Somebody said that there was free the Porter T-shirts, that maybe she was triggered because of those
I didn't
T-shirts.
have that
Those
on.
we
I
didn't.
didn't wear that to court.
Go ahead, Jazzy.
I did not wear that to court. We wore that walking down Melrose and Hollywood Square when we went
I
school
think a
shopping.
blogger
We did not wear
made
that to
up
court.
that
We were
rumor.
dressed professionally
So
A
at
could you
male
court.
blogger,
do you
I
have
think.
those photos? We didn't have no t-shirts on. We had them.
No.
We went home, we went to the Airbnb, changed our clothes, and I took my kids on a shopping spree down Melrose, and we went and had lunch. That's when we had our shirts on. So it was no. She didn't know. That's
She
an
didn't see
excuse.
that.
No, she never seen it.
That's why they understand why they was portrayed like we wore that to court. I would never wear that to court.
Never.
Where I'm from, you do not wear that to court. You dress professionally. You step when you go to court. You don't
Right.
dress like you're going to the club or you're going to a picnic when you go to court.
Well, you don't go to court and get into all that nonsense y'all getting
I hear you.
into
I hear you.
in
And
court either.
I think you were referring to this particular shirt right there, right?
That's
Yes.
Melrose. Yes, we were
That's on
shopping.
we was on Melrose.
You
Right.
hashtag free the Porters. Hashtag free the Porters.
She looks good for 56. I
All right,
will
cool,
And
admit.
then
cool.
the other.
So nice shirt. We love it. We love it.
Right. And the other picture I have on my outfit I
That's
wore to
one of
court.
Chrisean's fans. She's
I'll bring that up
56.
here in just a
Uh-huh.
moment. Now,
Not that age
so while
matters.
I'm grabbing that, maybe so now you guys had this altercation. I don't know if that was something that was spread, online, and that's why you guys wanted to kind of clarify where that came from. What was the narrative that was spoke about when it came to that? You don't have to mention pages names, but was there a particular narrative put out when it comes to
Oh
that,
my
or
God. Oh
Yeah,
yeah. Go ahead, Jazzy.
they said that we were bullying Jaidyn fans. They said we would hurt the children. I have my own children, and
Oh,
nobody would better not play with mine. I would never play with nobody kids. That's not my character. It was a comment made. If somebody would have made that comment to me and I had on pajamas, I would have laughed and kept going. She started throwing out the. So
yeah.
that's how it became a problem. Nobody bullied her. We was. She
This
heard
is
what was
senseless.
said. I
Right.
can't take that back. She heard
Doing
what
all
was
this in the
said.
court
That was it. So
courtroom. Well,
nobody went to
courthouse.
bully her.
Not only that, there was a conversation online that said, make sure that Jaidyn doesn't bring her kids to court because rock tards are stalking the court. Never. I have 12 grandkids.
This is crazy.
Never. We were not, that's not what it's about. We were there for support. Chrisean couldn't go. We all have our certain connections with her, investing with her. So it was, she was not able to be there. So we were there. And we're glad we were, because we had good conversation. We talked to Carissa for an hour. And it had me
And
thinking
then
different
Carissa threw you
of her
underneath the bus
conversation.
afterwards.
I have never seen Chrisean wear pajamas to court. Ever.
No.
Oh
So
boy.
let me play devil's advocate for a second.
Okay.
So
Okay.
do you think, had you not said that comment, that things would have went the same way? Or
No,
No, because
do
she
you
didn't know who
regret
we were.
she
okay,
didn't
do
know
you
who we were.
regret saying that comment for
Of
her to
course
hear?
she did.
I do. I do. Most definitely. I do. I'm an
Because she
adult.
got
I'm a
put in her
grandmother. I'm a
place
mother.
for
Yes,
saying it.
I was wrong.
Okay, so that's good. So
I
now,
mean, and that's
okay,
a good point. No, no, go ahead.
um, and I know you've mentioned a couple of times that you guys spoke with Carlissa for an hour, and now you have a different, maybe a different opinion about Carlissa. So tell us a little bit about what you were, what you talked about with Carlissa. Share a little bit about that.
When you thought she
Jazz,
was
you
your
want to start?
friend.
Go ahead, start.
Um, I basically, I wanted to know, like, without like having like people there, like I wanted to know her honest, like how she really felt about
It is
everything. I
really sad.
understand how she felt. Like I understand like why she feels the way she does. Just hearing her point of view about everything. Was I asked her like it seemed like her and Chrisean was so close, and where did it go wrong? And it's just she didn't
Her and Chrisean
realize
was not
that
close.
Chrisean had been through what she
She
actually been
talked about.
through, and she said that she wouldn't have approached her that day if she would have known like her back history and the pain that she goes through. So
Carlos is
it just
lying,
was I looked
in
at her
my
different, but
opinion.
then I look at her different again today because she made it seem like we were like bloggers and they like we were trying to come there and get stuff from her to like come to the internet and flip it. If you notice, my page is open. I never posted nothing about court. I never said anything that happened at court because that wasn't my intentions. I really went there to support and just to know exactly what was going on, and I was going to keep that to myself because I'm not a blogger. I don't go there to like keep everybody informed. That's not my job.
You're not a good
I
peacemaker
deliver mail
either.
for a living. That's
Y'all
what I
went
do.
to that court
So I'm
date
not trying to
and
blog
hell
and
broke out.
everything. I just don't want people to think that I went out there trying to attack somebody or to harm anybody. I went there to support.
And if can I step in real quick? Also, when we talked for the hour, Carla, to me, we both looked at each other and we said, "It makes me feel." She made me have the chills. Some of the and people may get mad, but I'm going to be honest. She made me have the chills the way she said. I said, Carlos, I'm going to be honest. How do you feel? And is Junior your grandson? She goes, that is my baby. That's my baby. Junior, the other two kids, those are her babies. And she said that she wants her baby. She didn't talk bad. She just said there's a lot of
Nope.
different things that we don't understand, situations that happen that she wished now that it wouldn't have happened that way
Right.
because she would have walked away from Chrisean. She wished she could change things. She was actually being authentic, and I
Yeah.
took it as authentic. But she even gave me I have her phone number. She gave me personally. She was like, "Call me." She gave me her phone number.
I thought it went well, but then today when she was
Yeah,
on
Gave
live, I
her
But
was like, "Hold
WhatsApp
up, don't
number.
do that, don't do
that hurt
that."
my feelings. Yeah, that.
Yeah, I was like, don't do that. I was like, add me to the live. Let me tell my side. Like, that's not what happened. Like, come on, don't do that. Don't act like we went there to, get information because her dad was asking us a lot of questions and how, are we parents and stuff like that. And then, of course, because I had on all blue, he asked me, was I a crip? I said, no, I can't crip nothing.
No,
He
she just
asked
I
if
got
want
we
to
a.
were.
ask a little bit
She
more
ain't
about
a
that,
crip.
but
Go
I do
ahead.
want to let the viewers know.
She ain't a crip. She just got a crush on Blueface. How about that? Talking about they were looking out for Chrisean Rock because she's locked up and she couldn't be there, so they came, I guess, in her place. Strangers, you got a crush on Blueface, both you ladies, in my opinion.
Go ahead and smash that like button if you haven't done that already, because we need to run it up. And also, we do see y'all in the
Right,
comments, but I
exactly.
also want to let you know there's going to be
Can't
a
we all
option where you
just
can
get
ask some
along?
questions as well later on down. So if there's something that we missed here as hosts, you can definitely fill it in. But that's going to be later on to the end. So keep it locked, and we're going to get to that shortly. Again, you guys, thank you for giving us this insight because yesterday was a pretty intense day for everybody. We're all trying to figure out what's going on with Blueface's court case. Who's there, who's watching, why are there no lives going on right now, you know what I'm saying? And then the whole reschedule news came out. So it's good for us now to have some insight, at least by some
Mhm.
people who were there, right?
Right.
And I'm happy that you took that moment as well to have some conversations with some of Blueface's family and people who wanted to be involved yesterday as well, but unfortunately I guess didn't know about the change or whenever that change occurred. Because for example, we don't know if the lawyer went inside. Did he go inside the courthouse or courtroom for a moment?
Yeah,
He
yeah,
did.
Right.
he
He
did.
did.
So, and how long of a period was he in that courtroom for? Was
He
it a
when
short
we left,
period?
no, when we left, he still was in there.
Yeah.
So he was still in there, right?
When we
Mm-hmm.
left, he still was there.
Okay, so we don't know if maybe he was doing something there to have the change done, or what that was all about. Like, we don't know until I think some documents probably pop up to
Mhm.
kind of
Right.
give us some transcripts of,
Yeah, we don't.
what
I'm not going
exactly
to speak on
transpired.
something.
Because we
I'm
Yeah,
not
don't
going
because
to
know.
these
speak on
people ain't
something
got
that
the
I don't know
story together,
about.
if you ask
All
me.
right.
Exactly.
And
He
they was
came
at the
there.
courthouse. How about
I think
that?
if it was a continuance, he wouldn't have came there. What would he need to come there for? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But
Well,
again, that's just
exactly. For anybody who would be in the know, you would assume that he would definitely be the
Right.
one in the know,
right.
right?
Right.
So all the
Correct.
other parties, like I can sit here and say, well, Carissa, Blueface doesn't beat with Carissa. You know what I'm saying? So
But
at
my
the
thing
end,
is this: why was she in the loop last time? Like, why wouldn't you tell her? Like, that makes them look so bad. That makes it
Mm-hmm.
look
Like they
so
set
bad. Like,
Chrisean Rock
y'all
up
kept
is
her in
what
the
you're
loop
trying to
last
say.
court date because Krishan got locked up. Now this court date, the lady knows nothing. At the end of the day, that's still her child. That's that lady's
Right.
child.
no, a hundred
Whether
percent. Trust me, as a parent, I hear that. I feel that, right? 100% on. But I'm saying, like, we can sit here and look at the optics and kind of make up reasons to why each party may have not been notified. You get what I'm saying? But
right,
when it comes down
Correct.
to the lawyer, what reason can we really make up to say that the lawyer would show up and then not be notified? I don't know.
I don't know
That's kind
either.
of
Yeah, we don't know
weird.
that.
You know what I mean? To me, that's a little weird. So
Right,
there might have been a reason, right? So
right.
we'll leave that. But now with the Carlissa thing, right? And when you guys think about speaking with Carlissa, what would you say was the most surprising thing that she would have probably shared with you, or
What-
surprising?
She
I
wants
think. Go ahead.
the time to. This is what I got out the whole talk. The times that she missed out with her children, she wants to make up with her grandchildren, and
Correct.
it means a lot to her to be involved in their lives. That's not a front. She wants to be involved. She wants
She
to be
said
involved.
that. She
She
she said
wants
if
to.
she was. Go ahead. Go ahead.
She wants to everything is like she did a mental note of everything that she missed. Now she wants to make it right. She wants to make it right and do it better.
She basically said that she wanted to do that also. She said if I had a chance and Junior was with me, she said how her grandkid is playing sports and how she did with Blue. She said she feels as though she could do different with her grandkids. And she said I would do the same thing with Junior. I'm gonna be you guys,
I
I don't
believe
care
she
what
would
she
if she
says on
got
the
the
internet,
chance
what she
to.
does. She's a
Carlissa.
wonderful person. And I had excellent conversation with this lady. Real life conversations that
Mm-hmm.
we talked about. And it just I'm like, wow. I looked at Jazz and I'm like, are we talking to the same person then and not and then on the internet?
Well,
Right.
I don't mean to cut you guys off,
Sorry.
and
I'm sorry.
that's okay. We all know that Carlissa is a wonderful actress. I always say that she needs to win an Emmy or Academy or whatever. But
Street, I'm telling you.
hold on, Jazzy. She did all of that with you guys at the
Hmm.
courthouse, and then when I saw her on live today, she called you the tabloids. She
Yes.
called you
Yes.
bloggers. She
I was
called
on
you
there.
T pages. She would
Yes.
not. She ignored your multiple requests to come up.
Yes.
So
Yes.
Yes.
my thing is, as quickly as she can turn it off, she can
He
turn it
turns
off.
it
She
on.
can turn it on. So just we would all love to see that side of Carlissa that you got to see. For that time being. Did you
Mhm.
guys have did you ever ask her why did she say the things that she has said about Junior, the grandson that she says she wants to be a part of his life?
Can I say what I asked her? I said,
Mm-hmm.
well, let me tell you what I asked her. I said, I just want to be straight up with you. Why don't you shut these pages down when they talk about Junior? She told me he stays relevant when they keep talking, but when they stop is when we should worry. Then I said, if it was mine, I would shut it down. I would report, I would make reports, I would go to the police, whatever I had to do. I also said, can I ask you this and just keep it? Is this your grandchild? That is my grandchild. But then, if you guys noticed today, I was the one calling on the live. She kept
She wasn't trying
pushing
to
her
let you up
phone,
there on
cutting
that
me.
live.
That was me calling. If when she was on the live, I called 3 times and she kept pushing do not disturb, do not disturb. But then she texted me and sent me a heart. So you played with us and talked to us yesterday, and we believed you, and we thought that we could trust you, and you went live today for the views and the clout about us. It's not right. That's not what kind of people we are, and it's sad.
I thought yesterday I felt like she was real genuine, and I think that I'm a good judge of character. And yesterday it seemed genuine. Today I don't know. She wants to have a what people
Can't hear
hate
you,
her
Faith.
still. Like she wants this hate thing. but I saw the real her yesterday.
Me
I,
too.
I,
I
I
believe
still
so.
stick by that. I still stick that she was very genuine, and I felt it was real. Y'all might think something different, but that's just how I feel. Her
You don't know
impression
these
on me
people from a
yesterday
can of paint.
was
Neither one of these
real.
fans.
She also said a comment today. Dad, I don't know why you talk to them because they're gonna misconstrue your words. They're gonna talk about you. I'm not a perfect person, but I will not discuss or talk about. That's not what we do. We are two regular family people. We met each other through a group of ladies. We are regular people. I don't try to get paid. I couldn't do it. I'm not a blogger. I'm not a T page. I speak on some things, obviously on my page. I get because it's some things that say about Chrisean. Chrisean's by herself, I feel like. She has family, but I feel like somebody has to speak up for her and Junior.
Oh
Someone
boy.
has to.
Mhm.
The hate that they have
The
against a
super
newborn baby is
saver.
ridiculous.
Ho ho
It's
ho.
ridiculous.
Merry Christmas.
Well, hopefully we all get to see that side of
We have any
Carlissa.
follow for that?
Yeah, I was just saying, hopefully we all get to see that side of Carlissa. Carlissa, I don't doubt for a second that she doesn't have compassion or that she doesn't love her children or her grandchildren, because we have seen, we've seen that, and she is good when it comes to her grandchildren. It's just you just
Social
can't, in,
media.
in my opinion, not negating anything that you ladies have seen or said. And Jazzy, my heart, so you know that.
Mhm.
And I know that you have a good judge of character as well. And you know we're all praying that we see that side of her. But I'm one of those people that believe that when you show me who you are, I believe you the first time. And she has shown herself numerous times. And even just the way that she immediately flipped on you
Right.
today just was not good for me. But so just, all I can say is I'm glad that you were able to open up your heart, and you were able to see a glimpse of what we all wish we can see from her from time to time.
Yep.
Not
No,
the truth.
I didn't record anything because I didn't go there for that. She said she recorded. I didn't even notice the man was recording, but she said it's on TikTok. So y'all go subscribe to TikTok and look at
Cause
it.
she recorded us without she
Yeah,
I
clearly,
wasn't told
yeah.
I was being recorded, and
Right.
I really don't appreciate it, but I wasn't told I was being recorded, so I didn't like that part. And then the change up today just kind of like that showed
Yeah.
me everything your face card, your face value of who you are. You're telling me one thing and then you do another the next day. That's not a right person. So my mind is made up of what I'm thinking, and she's not right. So
Yes, and unique and blessed. I
Oh
wouldn't be
boy.
talking about it now if the people wasn't dragging me. Like, I just wanted to clear my name. That's not what type of person I am. I'm not a shady
Well,
person like
you
that. I
stepped
don't
in that
operate
lane,
like
so
that.
that comes with the
So I didn't
territory,
think I
guys.
need to do that. Like, I literally felt like I was sitting and just having a discussion, like what would you call it? Like a group session. That's what I thought. Like we were just talking about real life situations. Like
Exactly. You stepped in their
and like
lane,
things that we all been
so
through.
you
Like
had to
I have
take what
children,
comes
they
with
have
it.
children,
Hey,
and
Tania.
what stuck with me with the grandfather said is like it's not about us, it's about these
about the
children.
kids.
And he said I want to make sure all my grandkids are good. I need to lay eyes on all of my grandkids to make sure they're good. And I felt them on that.
Mm-hmm.
And he mean business. He not about to sugarcoat nothing. He gonna tell you just how he feel, and that was it. Like he's a man of wisdom, and
You don't know that man from a
So
can
this
of
Mr.
paint, girl.
Harvey, Carlissa's dad, how would you explain, them in comparison if there is any?
Opposites, total
yeah.
opposites, red and black, total opposite. This man knows, he knows life, he's lived life, he's very wise. He sat and had a wonderful conversation with my husband. Um, how you can't keep condoning a person on their bad actions of what they do. You judge a person on them they keep doing the same repeat thing over and over and over again. He's not for that. He's totally different. He doesn't
Yeah.
approve of anything that's going on and anything that's being said. He
And he
said he
don't
didn't
like
care
this
if he was,
internet stuff.
yeah, he said he didn't care that he was being recorded because she said they're probably recording you. We were not recording you, sir. There
He's
was
the
other
man's
people in there.
old
We were
school. So he don't care about being
no,
recorded.
none of that.
He gonna
When
speak
it
his
was over, it
piece.
was over. We left, went on about our business. It wasn't about that.
And got a text when we got to the house.
Yeah.
That's what I was
And
going.
I'm gonna tell you guys honestly, I didn't care. You know why? Because I didn't do nothing wrong. We had our words. She's an adult. I'm adult. I went my way. I just said I do apologize 100% of what I said. I could have said something else. I do apologize, but posting pictures of people and
And their
threatening
address.
people and
And
posting their
yeah.
addresses and
Tell
phone
me
numbers,
about it.
that's stuff that you don't do. I don't care. The hate pages that are doing this, that are going digging deep down and stuff, you need to do your due diligence about a person because you're putting up the wrong information.
You should have
Right.
did your
And
due diligence
you
before
know,
you went to
and
that
that's why,
courthouse.
you know, for this whole time I've been kind of telling people, just, you know, ask for receipts, you know, ask people to kind of, you know, show some proof of some of the things that they're saying. You know, we try to provide all the court paperwork and updates when we refer to something that's happening. If not, then we probably won't refer to it.
Right.
So it's only right that we kind of, you know, all kind of keep each other accountable to some extent, right? And like you
Right.
guys said, you guys are not really blog pages. You're going there for your own experience, really. You
Yeah.
know,
To be nosy.
you
We
didn't
get it.
expect to be picked up,
Nosy
you know,
fans.
on other blogs as
Obsessed
well, right?
fans.
So maybe help us understand that. So here you guys are. You wait, sorry, maybe I'm going ahead here. So
Okay.
back to the courtroom quickly. I just want to go back to the courthouse quickly. You know, you kind of had some talks to, you know, I don't know if it's a Jaidyn fan or the pajama girl or what we're gonna call it, right? Or her. And then you had a conversation with Carissa's dad. You know, you kind of found out through, you know, sources there that the court case is rescheduled, right?
Correct.
Now you had said at some point that Blueface's dad had left. Was that earlier on? Did he ever come back? You know, what
No,
happened there?
he
No,
never
yeah,
came.
he did. Remember when he went for his walk? He went to smoke a
No,
cigarette.
no. Blueface daddy never came back after we saw
Oh,
him
I'm
leave.
sorry, Papa Blue. You're right. Go ahead.
Yeah, he never came back. When he left, he didn't come back.
No.
Not while we was there.
Okay, and was that like way earlier that he had left?
Yeah,
Yeah,
in the
like he
morning.
literally came in and walked out.
So did
Yes.
him and Carissa exchange anything at all?
No,
Where
She wasn't there.
she wasn't there.
so she came at a different time. Okay, all
Right.
right. So he left and then she came. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
all
Did
right. So
Go ahead.
so any other conversations or anything that happened at the courthouse that you think the viewers might be interested in hearing, or that even you wanted to share?
It
Just
wasn't
clarify
nothing. Like
anything.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It wasn't nothing to tell. It's nothing. It was nothing to tell. I didn't go there to come back and tell nothing. Like I just didn't like the way they said that we was bullies, and I'm not a bully.
Not only that, we were
Just
bloggers. We're not
nosy.
Yeah,
That's
we're not
about
bloggers.
it. You guys
bloggers.
are not bullies.
I don't even know how to fix a picture.
Just
I
nosy. That's all.
screenshot it and crop it, and I don't know how to do all that. I don't have the time for it. I I do post some things, but in my page, if anyone ever looked, it had all my kids. My son's a D1 basketball player. I had stuff like that in my page, so I had to take all that out because they were taking pictures of my kids, of my son. I had a picture of my son's urn from my deceased son. They were taking those pictures, and stuff like that is it's ridiculous.
Uh, I
So
don't. I don't know who. I don't know if did not talk to the lawyer. I don't know. I wasn't there. I left.
yeah, we
So,
left.
so I don't know if he talked to the lawyer or not. I don't know.
All right. So now,
So the
okay.
knot will be
So
up in a minute, guys.
you know, you've spoken a
Hold
bit
on to
about,
your
I
horses.
guess, some of the pages, you know, without mentioning names, I guess,
Yes, please do
that had
not.
posted. So again, you know, you left the courthouse. Now all of a sudden, what happened? Did it happen the same day? Was it happening the morning you woke up? Like, how did this
No,
Same day.
unravel?
the
Same
same
And
day.
day. The same day.
And how
We
did you
left.
find out about it?
We left
Somebody
court. We
somebody
went.
sent it to me. Somebody sent it to me because they blocked me. Like they didn't like people sent it to me. They was like, "Did you see this?" And I'm like, "What?" And I'm like, "Why are they lying on me?" Like I could see if I said something towards somebody or like something hateful to
They
some,
walked in
and
the
then you
lion's
attack me,
den.
and I'd
Now
be like,
they're
"Okay, I can
saying,
take that."
why
But I
are
didn't
people
say anything.
lying
I
on
never
them?
made a comment about nobody. I never said anything about anybody or discussed anybody. So I don't understand why my picture was taken and I'm called Project Pet.
Project Pet.
sorry, what were you called?
Project Pet.
Project.
Patty, and I'm Wendy Williams.
And Wendy Williams. I can't.
When
Ooh,
when
child.
they had the altercation outside, I never said nothing, so she couldn't say people double
No,
teamed
it
her
wasn't an
because,
altercation. It wasn't an altercation. It was
well,
just
like,
words.
yeah, the
Yeah,
Yes,
words, the
altercation
just
is
words.
words only,
physical.
nothing
Yeah,
else.
it was only words, but I never even
Yeah,
chimed
get your
in.
words
I let
right, woman.
them have that, and I even told, I was like, don't, like, stop worrying about, like, nobody, like, she can't even say nothing. I was just
What
like,
she
don't.
did, no, what she did is she turned her phone around and she said, "Look at everybody. Look how she's dressed, whatever." And I said
Look,
back, that's what happened.
look,
And
look what
then
the Nas said. Look what the Nas
what?
said. We were very nice and
Right?
cordial. That we didn't go there for this.
No, Carlissa's father told
The king of
Carlissa,
Memphis.
"Don't talk to them because they're with me," and we weren't even with him. But he
Cause
felt
that's how
that
genuine we was.
yes.
Did not
He
tell
said
them how
you
we was dressed. Tell them how we was dressed, Denai.
yeah, he said,
The
you didn't
Knots
want to
gonna
talk
say
to them
more
till
than
you seen
that.
them talking to me. That's what he did say. So
We didn't go there for all that. We just went there to see what was going on.
And be nosy. Yeah, see what's going on. Stick your
All
nose
right,
where
all
it
right,
don't
all right. So I
belong.
hear that. So now, sorry, I was just kind
Hey,
of. Give me
Latisse.
1 second here, you guys. Tea time. Did you have any follow up questions that you wanted to ask in the meantime?
I'm too busy in the chat. I was
I'm
seeing
trying
that
to look.
Denot asked, he wanted to Denot, you asked for the link.
Oh,
I was
Oh,
too busy. I'm reading the chat. And I see Denot, he did say that the ladies were very friendly, very cordial,
right.
which I don't doubt that anyway.
Yeah, I didn't go there for that. Trees, what I told you. I was like, I ain't going there for all that. Like,
Yep, you did.
hey, sis.
You did.
I said my prayers. I was covered.
Yep. And you know we were covering you.
Yes.
You should have
You
covered it,
know this,
not
we were
not a
covering you.
went and minded your business, and stayed in your
So out of all
lane.
the things, like, what is it that would you would say that irritated you the most about what was said last night? Because I'm still trying to understand. So I know somebody here posted, like you said, the Wendy Williams joke or whatever the case is, on, and I just wanted to clarify. Were you saying that they were posting your address and stuff, or are you just
They
referring to
So
things
posted
that they have done?
Shantae's. They didn't post mine.
so let me say this.
This is
I didn't go
crazy.
there for that either.
Dawson.
And I'm gonna speak up and say that. That was an incident. I made a remark. The remark went other ways. What happened was they posted an old address when I was a renter. An old address from 2 or 3 years ago, maybe about 3 years, right? About 3 years ago. I didn't purchase since then. And they put up an old phone number. So I said I didn't care. I didn't care. But then it started being the little extreme. You start posting, you getting my pictures off my page of my kids, me on vacation. And then my daughter came to me and said, "Mom, they posted your old picture when you had a blue outfit on." I said, "A basketball when I'm at a basketball game? Who cares?" So it didn't bother me because we were verbally back and it went. She said something, I said something, and then it went on and we left. And that was it. And I'm not going to I apologize. I shouldn't have said about Jaidyn, but it seemed like well, I was upset. So I said it. And I regret me saying that. But I didn't go for that either. I go every year. I take my kids on a full shopping spree every single year to LA. It's not new. So we didn't just pop up and say, I'm going to go to LA. We go every year.
I
My
popped
kids
up
are
in
high
LA.
maintenance. My kids are high maintenance. So I take them shopping. I work hard for that. So when they post stuff, I said, it didn't matter to me because I know my lifestyle.
Mhm.
So
So I want to ask another question. Did Papa Blue seem upset when he before he left?
Papa Blue
He
is
seemed
probably high as a
nonchalant.
kite, in my
like
Nonchalant.
opinion.
maybe a little like lost
And
because
I
he's looking
approve
around,
this
didn't see
message.
nobody. He
Yeah,
just turned around. He went to the bathroom, turned around, and got right back on the elevator and never came
It
back.
is Jenny.
I think did not talk to him though.
Oh,
Okay.
I don't know.
Jenny from the block.
I know my husband was in the bathroom. He went in and then he went on about his business. I didn't talk to him. He wasn't smiling or nothing. He just went on about his business. But nobody knew. Nobody knew nothing.
And do you and then let me ask you this. When you had the conversation with Carlissa, were the cameras around or it was just you?
It was a man, some man. had a phone,
So the
and
cameras were around.
he was recording because
Mm-hmm.
I heard her say today something about what did she say? Get a membership so she can watch. It's gonna be on her page
Mm-hmm.
or six socks. But
He
you're
did it.
supposed. I thought
He did it
I
so slick, y'all. I promise y'all,
yeah
because I did not notice he was
me
recording. I
neither.
promise. Like I was genuinely talking, and I saw him standing there. But when I looked at him, it looked like he was texting. It didn't look like he was recording. So I don't know if he was editing it or saving it. I don't know what he was doing, but I did not think he was recording until today when she said,
When she said it, he had a phone. He had his phone,
"Yeah."
but we
When they
thought like he
went to
was
court,
texting stuff or something. But he probably was editing. So I don't know. But
Chrisean two fans went into court on behalf of Chrisean not being able to be there to support Blueface, and it backfired on them because they didn't stay in their own lane. They came to court and they met the rest of the ratchet people, and now it's all blown out of proportion. People's feelings are hurt, and it's the he say she say saga.
probably. But you're not supposed. You're supposed to at least ask a
They
person if
probably
that's what
got
they want to
a
do. If they
crush
want
on
to be
Blueface.
recorded. I mean, we didn't have nothing to
I'm just
hide.
joking. I
No.
don't know what they have on him.
Maybe it was some things that she didn't want people. I don't know. I
Or
have no idea.
maybe she really thought we was gonna come out here and say something, and so she
Bad about
wanted,
her.
yeah, something bad. So she wanted proof. I don't know, but that wasn't my intention.
Or
That's not what
wanted
I
to
went there
beat you
for.
to the
Neither
punchline.
one of us. Me neither.
All right, you guys. So, I guess here lately things just kind of,
Yep,
especially
clout chasing
today,
at its
just kind of
finest.
come up out of the blue. No, no pun intended there, right? Um, now I do have Denot backstage. He does want to come up
Uh-oh.
and I guess share his experience, right?
Let me put my
Um,
glasses on.
Why you need to put on
Okay.
glasses to see him?
right. So we're gonna go ahead and bring him up,
You
and
better put your hearing aid on
I
when he
know
comes
for
up there.
some or for most or
Your
for
Whisper
who knows,
2000.
the viewers can kind of be a little bit different when it comes to Donati, especially because of his flavor and his jokes and certain things that he says and does and whatnot. But I think it's always fair, if we're gonna call someone's name or speak
Right.
about them,
Let him defend
to allow
himself.
them to come up and Donat was somebody at courthouse, right? And I think
Right.
it's cool that if he's gonna come up and share some of his insight, why not, right?
Correct.
So let's go ahead and invite him up. What's up, Donat?
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
Hey.
How you doing?
Hey,
Listen,
What an
hey.
introduction, huh? What an introduction, huh?
I know I look different, don't I, with my hair out? Anyways, I went to I don't know what's going on, but I went to the courthouse. And one second, I'm gonna go off camera for a quick second. But when I went to the courthouse, nobody was there. I went in the morning time, and I automatically assumed that since Wack 100 and others weren't there, that court was pretty much to take
Reschedule.
place a little bit later that day. And so I kind of missed some of what you're saying. But I will say I thank you for confirming that Blueface Daddy was there, because he told the whole internet that he was gonna beat me up as soon as he seen me. And
Oh,
when he seen me, he put his head down and walked off and never came back because he ain't about that life. So thank you for that. But I'm lost. What happened between you and Carissa? And because I left, I was just like, I'll come back later, in which I did
Nothing
go back
happened with
later.
us with Carissa, but the Spanish girl, I don't know else how to explain her. She said we was there bullying people, and I'm like, that wasn't the case. Like,
Are you talking about the Spanish girl, the same Sabrina, the same one that was there with Chrisean
no,
baby?
No,
the one that
it's a
had
blogger.
hose made. You was talking to her last court date. She had the hose made. I don't know who she is. I don't know her name. I don't know her nothing. But I saw her on your live, and you were talking to her. She had the hose made.
You talking about the when I at the very beginning of the live stream? That's what you're talking about?
I don't remember what
It
it
was a
was.
Spanish girl that she kind of looks like Jaidyn, right?
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
yes, yes.
Yes.
Oh, I mean, she was nice and cordial to me. I don't know what it was. First of all, when I seen y'all, I asked y'all, was y'all bloggers, and y'all said no, because and that indicated that to me. I was like, I know they're bloggers, but they don't want to be in the
No,
mess. They don't
I'm
want to
not
be on the
no.
camera.
I'm not no blogger.
Oh, okay. You just really
They're just
okay.
nosy.
My
I'm here to
bad.
clear my
That's
name
all.
that I'm not a bully. I'm not a bully. I'm a friendly person. I didn't come there for that. I just I was in town and I wanted to come and I went. I didn't. If
Okay.
you go on my page, I didn't put anything up there. I don't know nothing from nothing.
Well, the
And
Spanish girl told me she wasn't a blogger, and then this time, like I just think people wanted and was looking for mess, and I wasn't there, so y'all weren't able to get the content like I did, or like I could have.
Right.
You
There was
just
I
wanted to
didn't.
nothing.
find
But
out. You
that's
just
the
wanted to find out
difference.
who was
That's
there, who you can
that's
play
the
with,
difference. I
who can
didn't want
handle
the
it.
content.
No. I actually have a working knowledge in law. I went to the Tory Lanez case, Blueface case, ASAP Rocky case. Y'all just know me from going to this one. So sometimes I do blog about these things and bring it back to my platform. Without me, my perspective is different. My
The black
relationship
guy
with people are
that's talking
different.
right now,
For
Latif.
instance, I seen Jaidyn the other week randomly, and I respected her boundaries in her
Oh
space the first
yeah,
time, and even this time. And you gotta kind of like
Rosen. I'm sorry if you're talking about the one that's talking right now. He had me cracking up when I looked at his IG live. If that's what you're talking about. If you're talking about on YouTube, I ain't been on there yet to that mess. But he had me cracking up some of the stuff he was saying.
build a rapport with people. You understand what I'm saying?
That was last night.
And
Early this
I was
morning, I think I
expecting to
looked at
continue
it.
to build that rapport, but it didn't happen. It's gonna
Early,
happen
early
next
this
week.
morning.
Of course, I'm gonna be there, but that's what it's about, honestly. But you said that somebody filmed you and you didn't want to be filmed.
No, what happened was, because it was me.
Right.
The girl came in, she said some words with Carissa. I
Older
looked at
old lady
Jazzy and I
groupie.
was like, who wears pajamas to court? But I
Ooh.
guess she has like good ears. She heard me say
Yeah,
it and
he's
she
got
was
a
like,
couple of
they're
channels.
expensive, and got in the elevator and left. She went downstairs. She didn't leave. So when we end up going downstairs,
It don't matter if it's expensive. It's
I
like
didn't finish
who
the whole
wears
thing, but what
pajamas to
I did
court?
And
Like
hear
right.
that's
on
what the whole thing.
IG
It
was
wasn't even
funny.
a big deal. You know how when we see somebody that's wearing something like out of
I'm gonna
place,
look
we
at it
like,
tonight
okay,
again.
you saw how we was dressed.
I
That's
can see
how I
the
was told
whole
you go to
thing.
court.
Right.
yeah, like the way you guys were dressed. I'm just like, okay, honestly, I thought maybe you guys were like some sort of profession, like you came there where you working with the lawyers. I honestly thought
Huh?
that y'all was with somebody like a
Oh,
production
he
company.
went
What? That's why
in
I was like, who? Because see, I'm in Hollywood and I know how people dress and how people
on some
present
people he had
themselves.
Thank
beef
you.
with.
Thank
So
you.
yeah, there was nothing unprofessional about you. And again, I don't care if
He's
it's
gonna bring it up
Dolce
right
and
now,
Gabbana
Latif.
costs $30,000. There's a certain
Right.
$30,000 or $30. If you wear
Right.
something to court that's $30,000 is not court appropriate, that doesn't mean you're fresher or cleaner than somebody with $30 shoes.
Right.
It's
Period.
a certain respect and decorum. I don't know. I did not see her when I was there, so I cannot contest to whether or not what she was wearing was appropriate.
You
If I
fell
Right.
asleep
was,
too. I did too,
y'all know I
Rosen.
would tell you. So
Right. But in I do apologize because I said a comment that I shouldn't have said, and I
about
probably
me,
wouldn't have. No, when I went outside, I asked her who was she talking to. I did say that, and she called.
No, they're talking
So I
about
responded back. I said something disrespectful, which I said that.
they're talking about when they went to court on the 29th. The two ladies that are up here on the platform interviewing with Blue Rock TV, they decided because they're Chrisean Rock fans and AKA supporters that they would in place of Chrisean go into court to support Blueface because Chrisean can't do it because she's locked up. This is all recent information and all recent time. It was on the 29th when Blueface was supposed to go into court. These two fans of Chrisean Rock, they went into court on behalf of Chrisean being locked up and she couldn't be there. So they went in behalf of Chrisean.
Oh, you what I say? I thought you were dating because you guys are shaped alike.
she
So
kind of
it
do look
went.
like Jaden.
I mean, he did say she kind of did look like Jaden, right?
She
I
do.
said that when
She
I
like
first seen her.
honestly,
When I
no
first seen her.
shade. She
Right.
does, and her comment was, "Well, I'm pregnant. I'm pregnant."
Yeah, she kept saying that, but I wasn't. It wasn't no nothing else that went anywhere. I said she no. She turned around. Let me tell you this. Started recording me. She was like, "Look what she has on. Look what she has on." I said, "Tell him I have on Fendi sandals and my Fendi bag." I said, "When don't argue." What I said, yeah, and because she was recording me, showing people, but she was doing it going closer and closer to the sheriffs at the same time she was talking mess. I walked on and we went on about our business and left it alone as that. And when we walked out, we ended up running into Carissa's dad.
Exactly, Latisse.
Okay,
Flip
so
flopping
yeah,
at its
to me,
finest.
when something like that happens, especially at the courthouse, when people try to antagonize you,
Not
just
just on
like Auntie
Chrisean
Hot Pea
Rock, a
Hot
lot of
Chocolate,
people he's
they
done it
try
to.
to do things to get you
Do
out of
not,
your.
do not, do not,
They try to
do
do
not,
things.
do not do that.
Oh yeah, you know what? I think this
Yeah,
is a
yeah,
great
yeah.
Oh,
platform
this is when he
because
goes
see,
off,
you
y'all.
telling me to stop
Donato.
when I'm minding my business. People saying this and this. Maybe you can host a platform where she can come right here. It can be Tia Kemp and Joe Netto. If you want that smoke, you ain't gonna block me and keep doing fake narratives. Or what are you gonna do?
Uh-oh.
What's up with you? You can't do that.
Who
You
are you
can't
So
talking
sit
to?
up there hot piss. You can't sit up there and
Oh, you're
fake
talking about.
cry
Okay.
Oh, Lord.
and
so
fake cries.
But
to,
do not to be respectful though. But she's not here, so you got. If you want to have that conversation with her, I think you should wait until she's here to defend herself.
Yeah. So you guys, I don't mind having people up here talking about
Oh,
what
that
we're
went left.
actually
That went
speaking
left.
right.
I was
about.
like,
Right. At this point,
that
You
went
everybody
know what I'm
Yeah,
left.
I
left.
don't
saying?
have nothing. We
Listen,
don't have nothing
Yeah.
to do with that.
We ain't
Even
got
the
nothing to do with
dog
that.
and the cat.
today's that day where everything just goes left, right, left,
Yes.
right. Like
We've been
just
going left all day.
listen.
Yeah.
I'm strong ready for the day. I've had a very long day. You know what I'm saying? Do not nothing against you. At the end of the day, he's still backstage right now. It's not like I cut him out completely. He's just there for a second, and no disrespect at all. It's just at
Right.
the end of the day, you got to know hot tea, hot chocolate, right? So,
Right.
I'm lenient with your ideas, and you guys going
That's
back
his
and forth because that's
homegirl.
y'all problem
So
in the
that's
long
why he's
run.
not gonna let
Not mine
him
directly or
disrespect
personally,
her.
right?
I feel
So I
you.
don't want to kind of get in the middle of any of that.
Right.
Yep, that's what we talk
So
about,
I
Latisse.
can't either tolerate that because I
That's
know
what
if
we
you
was
were on her
talking about
platform
on
trying, she would have locked it
IG
down the same way I just did.
when he went
So
in.
Exactly.
just to respect that, you know what I
We
mean? But
talking
I
about
ain't
her
trying to
Exactly.
then too.
disrespect you in
They're
any
not
way by
getting
Right.
doing that.
along.
I'm just trying to respect her and show her the same respect that I think she would have shown me.
They
Now I
had
know you
beef
guys do
Absolutely.
since
your
that
gags and
football
laughs and your
game
disses amongst each
that they
other and
both went
whatnot.
to.
That's all you guys, keep it to you guys kind of thing. I don't mind you coming on here and sharing some of your experience at the courthouse or having a conversation
Oh,
with
I
these
don't
girls.
know. Did not though. We don't know.
We
I
don't
know
know
him only
him.
from. No, I
Yeah, we
see
don't
him on
know him.
Instagram. We don't know him.
No, no, I'm not saying that you guys know
Oh.
him. I said I
Oh,
don't
Oh.
mind him coming on here to share his experience,
Oh.
and
Okay.
talking
But
with you
don't
guys about it
involve
because you
people's
guys were all
name.
there, fairly around the same time. You mentioned his name a couple of times, so that was kind of the
Right.
basis
that's the first
around
person we
him.
saw. Like we actually walked in the door at the same
He
time.
was
Like he
there.
was there front and we was right behind him. Like we walked in the door at the same time. That's
Right.
I don't know him. I never like that. Yesterday was the first time I even had a conversation with him. So
Right.
Listen to me. What I don't like is people who try to attach themselves, and this is for everybody, nobody in particular. I don't like when people try to attach themselves to somebody else's hard work, and because they don't have the work ethic, the tenacity, the charisma, whatever, to do what somebody else do, you want to downgrade them, but you necessarily need them. And so, with that said, I'm not going to play this semantics. I'm never coming to this platform, get off of my IG, and I will never be back here. Period. That's what it is. I don't.
Who? He doesn't even know who is he.
And that is his exit.
Yeah. Wonderful.
You know
I
what?
don't.
He
I don't.
wanted his moment. He got his moment, right? That ain't
Right.
nothing new to me. It's nothing different for me. As I mentioned, I've been in this game for a
I
reason.
know
My
him. I
skin's
ain't
different, right?
lying that I
So,
don't know him.
and I mean,
We used
thick,
to do commentary on
not
Nature Boy
color,
and
right? Because I know
Jaguar
some
Right. He
people
was
have
in
their
Right.
my
little
sector.
thought processes in
I
the
was
back
there
mind.
first, of course.
But at the end of the day, to not, thanks again for showing up, sharing your thoughts. You acted exactly the way I think everybody expect you to act. So, pat on your shoulders for that. Other than that, thank you again for sharing something that I thought really had no weight to anything that we were really talking about. But you have yourself a wonderful day, sir. Y'all be cracking me up today, like nonstop.
that's how I feel. I'm like, okay, anything else? Like, Lord.
That's
Lord,
crazy.
jeez,
And
right?
it seems like
On
it seems like people are more worried about we're trying to take over someone's whatever. That's not what we're doing. We're just clearing
No.
our name. And
Yes.
once again, to that person, I apologize. I should have kept my words to myself because yes, I am going to remain a Chrisean fan. I love Chrisean. And but I can do it from, you know, without saying anything to another person to antagonize or whatever to that person. Because I do. I see this girl's troubles. I see the talk, how people talk. I see all that, So,
Send her a donation.
No, exactly, right. And I think that was the important part for you
Maybe
guys to jump on
Cassidy
today,
will
was
get
to
it.
really try to help people understand like why you were there, right? Some of the
Right.
experiences that you've had, like while being there, some of the people that you spoke to and your insight from that, right? And I think
right.
everybody saw that, you shared that. There's a lot of chocolate bars up in the chat. I'm pretty sure y'all know the support of that, right?
Yeah, because what we're not going to do is allow him to come out here and call her out of her name, disrespect her. No, you're not going to do that.
Right.
Right.
You're not going to do that, especially she's not here to defend herself, and everybody knows she can hold her own. She
100%.
can definitely
Oh
hold her
yeah,
own,
she
but
don't
you're
need
not going
no
to do it
help.
while she's not here. Not on my
And not
watch.
only that, like I think I'm being fair enough, right? Like, I
Yeah.
know what, has kind of been transpiring amongst the both of them. And, he says semantics, but it really isn't. It's what's been transpiring between the both of y'all.
Hmm.
Right.
And I'm just gonna leave it
And it ain't
at
got nothing
that,
to do
right?
with
So to
nobody
come
else
up
but them
here and
two.
kind of use this to,
Leave everybody
enter,
else
because,
out of
if you noticed, I did try to ignore the request, right, of him coming up, because I thought in my brain maybe it might not be a good idea, right? But since he insists and thought that it was something personal, I was like, well, let him come up, because it really isn't personal,
it.
right?
Exactly,
Right.
I even
Net
tried to
Granny.
explain to him, that I don't really want anything to do with it, right? But he continuously goes ahead with the narrative that I guess he's choosing right now, of trying to place me in between it some way, somehow. But to me, I really don't care. I'm not gonna really give it any more attention. What I think is important is that everybody understood what happened at the courthouse and what happened with you guys, right? Also to
Correct.
help people understand that you guys didn't go with the intentions to bully anybody, to do anything crazy, anything like that. And right? Did we miss anything?
Right.
Was there anything else you guys wanted to add?
No.
No,
I just
that
I
was
just
it.
I just want to let y'all know that that's not me. Like, don't listen to them. Like, and I even reached out to them to ask them to take
We
that
don't
down.
even know
Like,
you for
I
you to
didn't
have
say
to
anything
confirm
about
that.
y'all. Like, you
Who are
telling people
you?
to eat me
Besides a fan
alive
of Chrisean Rock.
and do all this stuff. Like, it's not that serious.
I'm not
Yeah, no,
worried about it. I'm not worried about it. I know what kind of person I am.
Right.
I know I'm a good mother, good wife, 28 years, the same man. And I got two beautiful kids. Like my son's about to go to college in 2 years. So I know what kind of person I am. I made a mistake. I said a comment. People do that, and I'm apologizing. But
Right.
what you won't do is don't build a narrative it wasn't nothing. We went,
Right.
and I'm not going to court next week, but I will be going back to
Not.
LA in 3 weeks to take my kids to Pismo. That's it. And I will keep supporting Krishan. She needs that. She
Right.
needs some adult guidance. So I will
She
keep
needs somebody to tell the truth
supporting
too,
her
not what
and
she
Junior
needs. She
and
wants to
Blue.
hear, but what she needs to hear.
That's all I can say.
right? And
Obey
trust me, and
their
I think
elders.
a lot of people in the chat agree with you. They're all gonna be out here supporting. I do think it's cool that you guys kind of gotten up close and personal with Carissa. People are in the comments saying, Miss Flip Flop, so it kind of doesn't surprise them in any way that, she might be one way here nor
Oh
one way
yeah, yeah,
there, right?
yeah. He was talking
Right.
about
Um,
that too.
but I do think it's
Buttercup.
important sometimes to kind of see how people interact behind the scenes compared to on camera or on live and so on and so forth, right?
Right.
So that was kind of
What's it
interesting
about,
as
Chris?
well. Now, tea time, did you have anything else that you wanted to add?
No, I think that was it. I think they pretty much cleared up everything. Maybe some people in the comments have
Awesome, awesome.
maybe some people in the chat have some questions.
What's it off?
You couldn't even answer the
They have
questions
freedom.
in the interview. Talking about maybe
We
you
even,
don't
we
want
even when we
questions.
went to one of the
Have
stores and they
questions.
was making shirts and we was like, we getting a shirt made. We're gonna walk in LA with our free reporters on.
They have a lot of love in LA out on Melrose. A lot of stores.
Hmm.
All right. Well, I do want to thank you guys so much again for jumping on the live, giving everybody an idea of what happened in the courthouse yesterday, and why things were a bit quiet. Kind of sucks that Papa Blue did leave, but maybe he got some kind of notice or something. Who knows? Maybe we'll find out from him his version of that, right?
Right.
Right. But other than that, Tea Time with Latrice, I do thank you as well. Don't forget, you guys, to follow her and check her out as well if you haven't done so already. But other than that, keep it locked right here.
Thank
And
you.
yeah, we're
Thank you.
done.
Y'all have a good
Thank you
one.
guys
Thank
so
y'all so
Bye,
much.
much.
Have a
everybody.
blessed day.
All right.
Bye
Take
bye.
care.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Well, that is the end of the live. These people were crazy and deranged. I would have minded my business and stayed in my lane. And if Chrisean Rock wasn't around to support Blueface this time because she has her legal obligations she has to fulfill in Oklahoma, so what? Y'all should have kept your butt home. You was being nosy and you put your nose somewhere it didn't belong and got some smoke. Okay? So listen, I'm about to get off. My eyelids are getting tired. I'm surprised I even went live at 6. I've been having a hard time the last month and a half going live at my 6 or 7 o'clock lives. But I said I was going to do it today. And hopefully I go to sleep tonight and I sleep until at least 5:30 a.m., 6 o'clock, so that I can get 8 hours of rest or more and rejuvenate the body. It says Blue Rock is the type to on the piano, kind of cool. He's cool. I like Blue Rock TV. I hope that at least see Sean court date. Oh no, I be missing y'all. Don't go SL. I know I've been on here for an hour and 21 minutes, and you know what? I would have stayed on longer, but the eyelids are getting tired. You know, sometime Latisse, I be scheduling lives to go for 6 or 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I never make it, and I end up doing them in the morning. You know, I be doing that, so I kind of push the limits tonight because I usually be out at 4:30 in the afternoon and don't be getting up to 11 o'clock at night. But I said, nah, I ain't gonna do that tonight. I'm gonna make sure I do the 6 o'clock live like I promised. But make sure y'all go subscribe to Blue Rock TV's channel. The link will be at the top of the description box of this video. So you guys can just click on the link and subscribe to the channel. Please support Blue Rock TV. I do like his blog page on IG, and I love his YouTube channel as well. Thank you for giving us your time and content. Thank you, Cyrus. Thank you. Thank you. It says, okay, get some rest. I know I would have said, now you got me feeling bad because I'm getting off and you want me to stay on, Latisse. Great show. I loved it. Just subscribe. Oh, thank you, Internet Grandma, Granny. Thank you, sweetie. I'm about to go to some replays and chat screening. Okay, Latisse. Take care, SL. Okay, Tania. You too, baby girl. Jenny from the block. It says they will be famous in a few weeks. You already know. You already know. I think there was an alternative motive, but we never know. We just got to wait back and see. Only time will tell. Good idea, Leticia Spencer. Okay, guys. So y'all have a blessed night. Be safe. Make sure you hit the like or the dislike. Please support the channel and at least leave a like or dislike. I will be back up on here tomorrow with some more tea. You know, I always come, correct. Love y'all. Stay blessed and I'm out. Mwah. Love y'all.